See question number 3a. How does Berkeley establish that the mind and its ideas alone are real? How do Moore and Russell react to Berkeley's view? In this regard, do you find any difference between Moore's reaction and Russell's one? Discuss. This is also an interesting question that is given by UPSC. This question you have to deal in 4 parts. Now you have to know that what are the 4 parts of this question. First part, that is introduction. Simply you have to mention Berkeley's idealism. Then you have to come to the second part of the question. Here you have to address the criticism that is mentioned by George Edward Moore. Then you have to come to the third part and you have to mention the criticism that is mentioned by Bertrand Russell. And in fourth part, very important, or you can say most important part of the question, and here you have to mention the difference between Moore's reaction and Russell's reaction. Now you have to know that what you have to write in these 4 parts, what should be your content, on which points you have to focus upon. In the first part, introduction part, Berkeley's idealism, you know that idealists have reduced everything to mind. That's why Berkeley talks about essayist percipi, and he said that myself and my ideas, only myself and my ideas are real. That's why he said that to be is to be perceived. This is the first part of the question. Then to counter it, you know that realist will come, and what realist did, contrary to the idealist, realists have reduced mind to everything. And who are the realists who have criticized Berkeley's theory? Moore and Russell. As far as Moore is concerned, you know, very simple, he has published his article in 1903 in the famous magazine Mind, Refutation of Idealism, and here he has used totally identical, partially identical, necessary, empirical. Basically he has criticized the word East, or you can say is, subject, predicate and copula. He has criticized the copula or corrective, and he has proved his realism on the basis of his common sense. That's why one of his articles is Defense of Common Sense. But you know that how Russell has criticized? Generally what students do, they prepare Moore but they skip Russell. Russell has presented his sense data theory to criticize Berkeley's idealism. Then you have to come to the difference point, which is most important, and here I am using a few technical words. You have to know the meaning of those words and then you can address the whole question. First, I am using the word metaphysical monism. Metaphysical monism, this is one factor theory of knowledge, one factor epistemology. It means knowing realities are not enjoying their free and independent existence. You can say that they are depending upon the knower. That's why idealists have reduced everything to mind. This first point is indicating towards Berkeley. Then the second keyword is epistemological monism. Epistemological monism means this is two factors theory of knowledge that is given by George Edward Moore. Means knowing realities are independent from the knower. They are enjoying their free and independent existence. But there is no mediation between knowing realities and the knower. This marker is the knowing reality, I am the knower, there is no mediation according to Moore. So this is epistemological monism, this is two factors theory of knowledge. But if you see Russell's philosophy, this is epistemological dualism, and this is actually three factors theory of knowledge. What is the third factor that is included by Russell? Third factor is the sense data. That's why Russell said that the material objects are logical constructions of sense data. It means the basic difference between Moore's criticism and Russell's criticism is two-factor theory of knowledge that is given by Moore and three factors theory of knowledge that is given by Russell. That's why Moore said that Moore's theory is known as epistemological monism and Russell's theory is known as epistemological dualism, because there is a mediation between knowing realities and the knower, and that is the mediation of sense data. So this is all about question number 3a, and if you can keep this chart in your mind, if you can visualize this, not only this question, many questions which are asked by UPSC on Moore and Russell, you can simply crack. Many times questions are asked on epistemological neutral monism of Russell. Neutral monism of Russell is actually his sense data theory. So simply one factor, two factor and three factors. Thank you.